So Long a Letter by Mariama Ba, Chapter 2. Fall is indeed dead, I said to. The uninterrupted procession of men and women who have learnt of it, the wails and tears all around me, confirm his death. This condition of extreme tension sharpens my suffering and continues till the following day, the day of interment. What a seething crowd of human beings come from all parts of the country where the radio has relayed the news. Women, close relatives, are busy. They must take incense, load the clunge, cotton wool to the hospital for the washing of the dead one. The 7 meters of white muslin, the only clothing Muslims allowed for the dead, are carefully placed in the basket. The Zamzam, the miracle water from the holy places of Islam, religiously cared by each family, is not forgotten. Rich dark wrappers are chosen to cover Modo. My back propped up by cushions, legs stretched out, my head covered with a black wrapper, I follow the comings and goings of people. Across from me, a new winnowing fan, bought for the occasion, receives the first arm. The presence of my co-wife beside me irritates me. She has been installed in my house for the funeral, in accordance with tradition. With each passing hour, her cheeks become more deeply hollow, are quite ever more rings, those big and beautiful eyes, which open and close on their secrets, perhaps their regrets. At the age of love and freedom from care, this child is dogged by sadness. While the men, in a long irregular file of official and private cars, public buses, lorries, mopeds, accompany Modo to his last rest, people were for a long time to talk of the crowd which followed the funeral procession. Our sister-in-laws undo our hair. My co-wife and myself are put inside a rough and ready tent made of a wrapper pulled out above our heads and set up for the occasion. While our sister-in-laws are constructing it, the women present, informed of the work in hand, gets up and throws some coins onto the flattering canopy so as to ward off evil spirits. This is the moment dreaded by every Senegalese woman, the moment when she sacrifices her possessions as gifts to a family in-law, and worse still, beyond her possessions, she gives up her personality, her dignity, becoming a thing of service of the man who married her, his grandfather, his grandmother, his father, his mother, his brother, his sister, his uncle, his aunt, his male and female cousins, his friends. Her behavior is conditioned. No sister-in-law will touch the head of any wife who has been stingy, unfaithful, or inhospitable. As for ourselves, we have been deserving, and our sisters-in-law sing a chorus of praises chanted at the top of their voices. Our patience before all trials, the frequency of our gifts find their jurisdiction and reward today. Our sisters-in-law give equal consideration to 30 years and 5 years of married life. With the same ease and the same words, they celebrate 12 maternities and 3. I note with outrage this desire to level out in which Modo's new mother-in-law rejoices. Having washed their hands in a bowl of water placed at the entrance of the house, the men, back from the cemetery, file past the family group around us, the widows. They offer their condolences, punctuated with praises of the deceased. Modo, friend of the young, as of the old. Modo, the lion-hearted, champion of the oppressed. Modo, at ease as much in a suit as in a kaftan. Modo, good brother, good husband, good Muslim. May God forgive him. May he regret his earthly stay in his heavenly bliss. May the earth rest lightly on him. They are there, his childhood playmates on the football ground, or during bed hands when they use catapults. They are there, his classmates. They are there, his companions in the trade union struggles. The seagull and the gill come one after the other, pregnant, whilst kill hens distribute to the crowd biscuits, sweets, cola nuts, judiciously mixed, the first offerings to heaven for the peaceful repose of a diseased soul.